I read After the Pink Moon by Reyes, and this gave creepy cult vibes in the best way, so let's go ahead and talk about it. In the story, we follow a group of friends who are heading out on spring break that quickly spirals into a full-blown nightmare when they are kidnapped by a satanic cult in the Arizona desert. So what was supposed to be like tequila and sun turned into honestly suffering at the hands of these cult members. There are some rituals that I would recommend you check the trigger warnings for, and of course it's also bloody and gory. Nothing too extreme, but enough where I would recommend you check those trigger warnings. And this is all at the hands of Xena Graves. She is not your average cult leader. There is something very controlled and terrifying about her. She has everybody at the palm of her hand. There are a ton of people involved in this that you wouldn't even think of. But if you think about the real world, you wouldn't be surprised. And one thing that I love about Reyes is how he always finds a way to weave in a bit of the Latin culture into every one of his stories. It's subtle but meaningful. Like in this story, there is kind of like a comment about how, yes, our main character is grown, but she still has to ask for her parents' permission to go out, and that is real. That is definitely real. Not that I listen, but it's that kind of detail that makes you feel seen, especially in horror when representation is rare. Anyway, this story is fast-paced, disturbing in all the right ways, and it has that nostalgic late 90s feel to it, mixed with campy and terrifying energy of the satanic panic. So if you're into survival horror with some gore, cult, and some cultural touches, then I highly recommend that you add this to your TBR. If you've read it, I would love to know your thoughts, and as always, happy reading.